Huntress, and I just finished reading an amazing book called Superbetter by Jane McGonigal. Jane McGonigal is a scientific researcher into the brain science of video games and how video games affect our brains. And this book, Superbetter, is about how to heal using the principles of video games. And I love this concept because there's a lot of easily transferable concepts between gaming and healing. And things like, collecting power-ups, battling bad guys and identifying the bad guys and who they are, boss battles, enrolling your allies. What happened to Jane was, it's a fantastic story, and she goes over it in her TED Talk, which is linked in the description below. And she had a concussion that caused her severe depression and suicidal thoughts, and she realized, I am going to die from this unless I turn this into a game. And she's a game designer, so this is how she thinks of things and how she wants to interact with the world. And so she decided, I'm going to find my power-ups. When I do this physical thing, it makes me feel better. When I do this mental thing, it makes me feel better. And I'm going to do 3 social power-ups today. And so she's got a lot of practical tools in here on things. I love her differentiation between collecting and activating power-ups. You collect power-ups when you identify, oh, this is something that makes me feel better. And you activate that power-up when you do it. So there's 2 phases here. You got to collect it, put it in your backpack so that when you go to your inventory screen, then you can activate a power-up and say, okay, I'm going to do this. And she divides up all of her power-ups into 4 categories. There's mental, social, emotional, and physical power-ups. And there's so many practical tools in here that you can use for if you're suffering from a chronic illness, if you have debilitating emotional or physical pain in your life, then the tools that are in Superbetter, they're scientifically proven to make you better. And she's got all these, since she's a research scientist, there's all these really detailed notations and footnotes where she's citing scientific studies about how this can relate to that, and it's just a fascinating read. But more than anything else, I love just flipping through and finding some of these power-ups. Where there's this tiny little thing that takes less than a minute to do, but it increases your emotional state, or it increases your T cell count and your immunity, and that's how we heal, is the body heals us if we create the conditions where the body knows how to heal. And those conditions are created by using the principles here in Superbetter. And so if you're suffering from any kind of ailment, then, check this book out, especially if you have a background in playing video games, because a lot of the language is going to be familiar. I think this is a fantastic book, and it's a great platform. As a platform, what Jane McGonigal has done is she's identified the biggest pain point, people who are in pain, and she provides solutions for how to solve the problem of that pain. She's got an app, she's got a really robust online community. There's so many things that she does right. So she's one of the people that I study in terms of how is it that people can accumulate an audience and provide solutions that people really, really want. Jane McGonigal's found a great way to do that with Superbetter. So this is a fantastic book. I highly recommend that you read it. See you later.